Audie Murphy was an American soldier, actor, songwriter, and author, widely regarded as one of the most decorated combat soldiers of World War II. Born on June 20, 1925, in Kingston, Texas, Murphy grew up in a poor sharecropping family. He had a tough childhood, often working long hours in cotton fields to help support his large family after his father abandoned them and his mother died when he was just 16. He dropped out of school in the 5th grade to help provide for his siblings. Murphy's rise to fame began when he joined the U.S. Army at the age of 17, falsifying his birth certificate to meet the age requirement. He initially tried to enlist in the Marines and Navy, but was rejected due to his small stature. He was only 5 feet 5 inches, and weighed around 110 pounds. Despite these initial rejections, Murphy found his place in the U.S. Army Infantry, and was sent to North Africa for training before being deployed to Europe. He quickly proved himself a skilled and fearless soldier, taking part in some of the most grueling campaigns of the war, including the Sicilian Campaign, the Battle of Anzio, and the Battle of the Bulge. Murphy's extraordinary courage on the battlefield earned him every possible combat award for valor available from the U.S. Army, including the Medal of Honor, 2 Silver Stars, and the Distinguished Service Cross. He also received decorations from France and Belgium for his heroism. His most famous act of bravery occurred on January 26, 1945, near Holtzwihr, France, where, after his company was reduced to a handful of men, he single-handedly held off an entire German company for an hour, using a burning tank destroyer's machine gun. Despite being wounded, he continued to fight, calling in artillery support that ultimately repelled the German attack. By the time the war ended, Murphy had killed or wounded around 240 enemy soldiers, and was recognized as the most decorated American soldier of World War II. Following the war, Murphy returned to the U.S. as a national hero. His fame attracted the attention of Hollywood, and he soon began an acting career. In 1949, he played himself in the film adaptation of his autobiography, To Hell and Back, which became a major box office success. His acting career spanned over 2 decades, with appearances in more than 40 films, many of which were westerns. Some of his notable films include The Red Badge of Courage, 1951, The Cimarron Kid, 1952, and The Quiet American, 1958. Murphy also wrote songs, some of which were recorded by famous country singers, such as Dean Martin and Charley Pride. Though he was celebrated as a war hero, Murphy struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, then known as battle fatigue. He became an advocate for veterans suffering from similar conditions, speaking openly about the mental toll of combat, and encouraging the government to better support veterans. Audie Murphy was married twice, first briefly to actress Wanda Hendricks, and then to Pamela Archer, with whom he had 2 children. His personal life was marked by financial troubles, and despite his Hollywood success, he found himself in debt. On May 28, 1971, Murphy tragically died in a plane crash near Roanoke, Virginia, at the age of 45. He was buried with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery, where his grave remains one of the most visited. Audie Murphy's legacy as a soldier and actor endures, symbolizing courage, humility, and resilience. His story of rising from poverty to become a war hero and Hollywood star continues to inspire generations of Americans.